It started with just a few blurry photos. Liu Yuning getting out of a car, wearing his signature gray hoodie and black mask. At first, everything seemed normal. He looked calm, focused, just like he always does when heading to another tight-scheduled event. But then, fans noticed something small, yet alarming. Right below his ear, near the back of his neck, there seemed to be a faint reddish mark, almost like a bruise or a burn. It wasn't clearly visible at first, but once the high-resolution images started circulating online, everyone began talking. "Wait, is that an injury?" one fan asked on Weibo. "Did he hurt himself during filming?" another commented. And within hours, Liu Yuning neck injury became one of the most searched phrases of the day. It wasn't just gossip, it was genuine worry, because those who have followed Liu Yuning for years know how incredibly hard he works. He's the kind of artist who pours everything into his craft, whether he's singing live, shooting dramas, or performing for fans until late at night. For months, Liu Yuning's schedule has been non-stop. He's been traveling between filming sets, concert rehearsals, and public appearances with almost no break. Even fans have been begging him online, "Yuning, please rest. We'd rather wait for you than see you exhausted." But that's the thing about Liu Yuning. He's humble, determined, and never wants to let people down. He once said in an interview, "As long as there are people waiting for me to perform, I'll show up, no matter how tired I am." Those words, though inspiring, suddenly felt heartbreaking when fans saw that mark on his neck. It wasn't just a bruise. It was a silent reminder that even strong people get tired. Some fans tried to calm the discussion, saying it might just be a skin irritation, maybe caused by makeup, friction, or the microphone wire he often wears during concerts. Others pointed out that in his latest public photos, Liu Yuning looked slightly thinner, his face a bit more tired, his shoulders slumping slightly under his hoodie. Was it just exhaustion, or was it something more serious? A minor accident on set, perhaps? The truth remains unclear. But one thing is certain. Fans' hearts collectively tightened seeing their idol, usually so full of life and confidence, showing even the smallest sign of fatigue. In the online fan communities, posts started flooding in, filled not with gossip, but with concern and love. "He's been working so hard. Please let him rest for a few days. He's human too. Sometimes we forget that behind the fame, he's just a man who gets tired and hurt. No matter what it is, Yuning, please take care of yourself. We'll always support you." This wave of affection quickly turned into a trending topic. Not for drama, but for care. It was as if the entire fanbase united in one big virtual hug. Those who know Liu Yuning's story understand why fans feel this deeply connected to him. He wasn't born into fame. He struggled for years, performing in small bars, singing on live streams, chasing a dream that often seemed impossible. But he never gave up. And that persistence, that relentless dedication, is exactly why people love him. Every mark, every tired smile, every visible sign of weariness, it hits differently when it's someone like him. Because fans remember where he started. They remember the hunger in his voice, the humility in his interviews, and the warmth he always shows toward those who support him. So when they see even the smallest injury, it feels personal, like seeing a friend hurt. In one recent interview, Liu Yuning mentioned how challenging it is to balance acting and singing. He said that while he's grateful for every opportunity, sometimes he forgets to slow down. He laughed softly and said, "When you love what you do, you don't notice the pain." That statement, once admired as the spirit of a true artist, now feels like a quiet warning, maybe even a plea for rest. The entertainment industry can be relentless. Schedules stretch from early mornings to late nights. Makeup lights, constant travel, little sleep, and endless rehearsals. It all takes a toll. And though celebrities often appear glamorous on screen, behind the scenes, their bodies pay the price. That's why fans are speaking up, not to invade his privacy, but to remind him, "We care more about you than your next show." Many fan pages have already started campaigns encouraging rest and balance. Some fans even sent supportive messages like, "Yuning, take a break. The world will wait for your next song." Others shared edited photos and videos highlighting his warm moments with fans, captioned simply, "Please be healthy. That's all we want." What makes this moment so emotional isn't the injury itself, it's the reminder of how much fans truly care. In a world often obsessed with perfection, Liu Yuning's small moment of vulnerability became something beautiful, a sign of humanity. He's not just an idol standing on a stage. He's someone who gives, feels, and sometimes gets hurt, just like anyone else. And maybe that's why people love him even more today. As the discussions continue online, there's still no official statement from his team. But perhaps silence is good. It allows fans to focus on support rather than speculation. After all, the last thing Liu Yuning would want is to turn a simple concern into unnecessary drama. For now, fans just hope he's taking some well-deserved rest. Maybe drinking tea, playing with his guitar, or just sleeping in without worrying about tomorrow's schedule. Because even the brightest stars need the dark sky to shine again. At the end of the day, what matters most isn't the mark on his neck, but the message it sent. That even heroes need healing. That even the strongest hearts need a pause. And that love, genuine love from fans, can be the most powerful medicine of all. So to Liu Yuning, wherever you are right now, we hope you're okay. We hope you're resting, smiling, and surrounded by people who remind you that you don't have to be perfect to be loved. You just have to be yourself. Because to your fans, you already are enough. Love letter closing message. Thank you so much for spending your time with us today. Here on Celeb Buzz Insider. We truly appreciate every single one of you who watches, comments, and shares your thoughts with such kindness. Let's continue to support Liu Yuning with love, not pressure. With patience, not expectations. If you enjoyed this story and want to stay updated with more heartfelt celebrity news, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell. We'll see you in the next video. Until then, stay kind, stay curious, and remember, behind every spotlight, there's a human heart that needs care. Sparkling heart.